project is Center for Wildlife and Biodiversity in Athulya. Man is an integral part of our natural ecosystem. The increasing biodiversity loss and rapid urbanization are the two key factors of today's global development patterns. This can also be seen in Kerala. Due to human activities, there is a large amount of biodiversity loss in our earth. There are mainly due to unplanned developments and lack of awareness. So in Kerala, to conserve our biodiversity, we need a platform to make aware the people. Now in Kerala, there are some research institutions, but the knowledge from the researchers are not reaching the public. So today, such an awareness is very relevant. So the proposal is Wildlife and Biodiversity Research Institute and an Awareness Center. After conducting so many interviews with forest officers and I get to know about Athulya. Athulya have a very unique ecosystem and Athulya is the starting point of the major Western Ghat routes and it is going to be established as high biodiversity area. So the project is very apt for Athulya biodiversity. According to my project, the site is forest biodiversity. So I want to study a campus doing forest related courses. So I selected IIFM done by architect Anand Raje and is located in Bhopal. It is a residential campus with 56,000 square meter in 65 hectares. It is a complex building rather than an individual blocks. The buildings are all connected and these connected spaces are mainly interactive spaces. And transitional spaces is very interesting in this plan. And also they have planted the native trees to enhance the existing biodiversity. So these trees attract the local fauna and by doing this they are respecting the nature. So in this case study I have studied the different research courses and the spaces and the interactive spaces. So I studied mainly the research courses and the programs and then I want to study the awareness part. So I selected an awareness institute at Kottayam, Tropical Institute of Ecological Science. It is designed by Costwood. It is located in Vellu, Kottayam. And it's a small building with 3-acre site area. And they were mainly doing researches and also they teach and take classes to students, small children and for environmental groups. Also they were doing some seminars and biodiversity enhancement projects. So I learned some of the spaces in the awareness center and also sustainability factors. The next case study is LACONS. This is the laboratory designed by architect Shirish Bedi. Here, the institute research about some specific animals, and they mainly study in labs, and they also have animal cages to study more. So this part is not applicable in my project, but I have studied the other research areas. The next case study is Salim Ali Center for Orientology at Annamalai. And this is designed by architect Lori Baker. And it is a very well designed campus and it's also eco-friendly. He used the local materials and the local masons to build this. And the site is very well utilized. This is mainly more like a spread planning rather than a complex building. So they have more open spaces. But one drawback of this project is the research area, that means the bird areas are very far away from this institute. So the researchers have to travel a long distance. Adirapalli is the starting point of the major Western Ghats sports. And Adirapalli have very unique biodiversity, a unique riparian systems, aquatic animals and fish diversity, a unique bird diversity, and ethnic cultural diversity. And Adirapalli area is also famous for the endangered species, hornbill species. The site is located 1.2 km before Adirapalli water flows. And this is a study of the local fauna and flora, and the mainly the different diversity of the area, and this can be utilized in the landscaping. The site have a 34 condo with an area of 17 acres. The site is surrounded by private and public plantation lands. The south side is the Chalakudi River, and this is the main road connecting Thrissur to Athirapalli, Varachal area. And this is a private road. And the site is covered by trees on the three sides, and center part have a large rock formation, and also the lower portion have very less vegetation. The major feeling in the site is we can see the different views of the surrounding hills and also the river. So this can be utilized. And the concept is there are two types of user groups, researchers and visitors. For the visitors, awareness is not only through seminars and classes, but the real experience from the forest. So the trees and the forest ambience is very important for the project. In the site, the three sides are covered by trees, and the lower portion is with less slope and less vegetation. So the buildable area is at the lowest portion of the site. According to Gargle report, the building should have a minimum footprint, and this will not disturb the landscape. And I taken Gargle report as a special topic. The site entry is from here at the lowest portion of the site, and from here the visitors can only see the main building, but this will create an curious about what happening behind the buildings. And this is a drop-off point, and the road continues as a service road to the other end of the site. The site have a valley point, and a rainwater pond is proposed in the channel, and this is also act as a viewing point from the rock. This is the main building, and this is the residential block. From the main building, the visitors are connected to the rock in the side with a bridge. From here, they can experience and learn about the forest. This is the main building, and this is the awareness part, and this is the academic area. In the ground floor area, the awareness spaces are classrooms, seminar halls, audiovisual rooms, and cafe and the amenity spaces. And the main spaces, the biodiversity museum is on the third floor, and the visitors are connected from the ground floor to third floor by lift. And this is academic area. The academic areas in ground floor there is amenity spaces and restaurants, and also auditorium. And in the first floor, the academic area have the classrooms and the laboratory spaces, and also the faculty area. This is structural grid plan, and this is the block view of the building. And the second floor also, the academic spaces are the classrooms and computer labs, seminar halls, etc. And the building is only 4 floors, and the connection to the site is very less. So I planned many terraces at different levels so the interactions can be increased. And this is a courtyard where the wind is. This is third floor plan. This is mainly museum. The lift is from here, and the visitors are connected to the site through this bridge. And this is the interior of the museum with curved dioramas and all to create more curiosity. This is the physical model. It is planned in two levels. So from here also we can access the ground. The front portion of the building is mainly with terraces and balconies. So more green spaces at the front. So the wind can be filtered, and this also give a more good appearance. And this is residential block. Residential block then at the ground floor. This is cafe and the amenity areas. And here it is parking and gathering spaces. The hostel is designed to get more views from the site and within the site, and there are more balconies on the front side, and the balconies have different proportions to bridge. We can see different habitats on these different levels, and also there will be some guides from the tribal settlements to explain how the habitat works and what are the animals. And these are mainly, and also we can add more bird nest and bat clouds and butterfly habitat on walls, and this will helps to aware the common people more. This is some views from the site in installation, and this also give an hiking experience to the children. From the rock we can move to different parts, and the view rock is the main center point, and where we have a butterfly garden and also some this installation. We can enter into this installation, and there will be a one gate and an audio visual systems. And the more trees are conserved, the building is at the minimum vegetation area, and the building have a minimum footprint, and a rainwater harvesting tank, and the building in the building and also within the site we have planned more local faunas and floras. These local plants will attract the faunas and increase the biodiversity. So biodiversity enhancement is the main idea of the project.